Hey, hey.
Happy
Hi, honey.
birthday. Hey, Kara.
How are you?
I'm good because we are getting the funk out
It's
Friday.
Friday.
We missed you guys last week. Sorry, because we both forgot what day it was.
Literally.
Thanksgiving happened, and you know, there it was. I was shopping, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
So sorry about that, but we're back today. So how was your week or couple weeks from Thanksgiving?
I'm sorry. I'm just looking here because it's not posting where I'm supposed to post or whatever. I don't know what's going on again. Oh,
There's always
always something,
some
right?
kind of technical difficulty.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it streaming live here. That's what's hmm.
I think it says we're live, so
Okay. Well, let's chat. I'll figure it out later.
okay.
But it's not live right on my thing. That's what's where are you now? Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's everybody
Yeah.
doing today? Sorry about that. Yeah, I had a good, pretty okay week. I just like decompressing after holidays and Thanksgiving, and now we're getting ready for another one. So, it's
The
time to do
holiday season is here.
this. But it's so important to like take some time. Like again, a lot of what we talk about is self-care and just your mental status and just little things that you can do that are so simple that are right outside your door that you can do, right? I mean, I had to do it last night. You did it last night.
Well, it's funny because you keep, all the holiday music's playing, right? And you keep hearing how it's the most wonderful time of the year. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Well, yes, it is. I mean, I like it, but it's not the same for everybody. Not everybody, it's not the most wonderful time for everyone. And so I like to be mindful of that and be kind to everyone because sometimes people struggle at this time of year, and we've talked about that. But yeah, there sometimes after Thanksgiving, you have this little like whew, but then you feel like you can't go whew because
Mhm.
there's a lot of stuff to do
Right.
and time is ticking. And then you get all these emails, so many days till Christmas, and you're like, ah.
Here's the sale that you missed, and oh dang it, I forgot to buy that. And
Yeah, yeah.
too
And
much.
sometimes you can get in the funk.
Mhm.
So the funk is going to get out today.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but yeah, like we were just talking about this the other day. How sometimes we get so busy just in everyday life, right? But at this time of year, there's so many more things going on that the busyness is amplified.
Yeah.
And you feel like you can't take time out for yourself. But the truth is that you can because it's a choice. And when you make that choice to take time for yourself, it almost helps the rest of it. It sounds counterintuitive that you would take time to do something for yourself, and now you have all these other things on your list. But it refreshes you and recharges your battery so you have the energy and maybe the mindset to get done what you have to get done, and probably in a more cheerful manner, right?
Right.
Like you always hear those stories about moms and kids, right? If the mom is taking care of herself, right, she's a better mom. And
Mhm.
I've noticed that in my own motherhood, right? You always hear those terms, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
But it's kind of true for this
Yeah.
also.
Well, they
So,
they say too, like I just listened to something this week and it's like kids who have anxiety. I mean, they do talk to the parents and they kind of see what's going on at home because we do portray that to everybody in our
yeah,
household. So
whether you think if you think you're hiding it,
Yeah, you're not.
You're not.
Sorry.
Surprise. I
Yeah.
know. I know. I used to always think, but yeah, people catch the vibe, right? So you want to have a good vibe.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I was kind of in a funk yesterday, and I realized, oh my gosh, I've been sitting at my desk all day,
Yep.
and it's been real cold here, as I know it is there, right? You guys have snow.
Yeah. A little bit.
We got like a dusting, but nothing major, right? But it's been really windy. Like it sounds like we're in Oz, man. Like Dorothy's coming around the corner. We're looking for the shelter. Like it was really windy. So that makes the cold really unbearable sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been going for a walk. I'm at my desk. And I thought, oh, I do not have time to go for a walk. I don't have time. And then
Right.
I thought to myself, wait a minute, what time do I think I need? Right.
Right. How much
So,
time do you need?
right. I just looked at my watch and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go out there quick, give myself 20 minutes. And I
Yep.
threw on a coat and I bundled up. I had my little fur thing going on. And, the sun came out for like
Oh,
5 minutes, which didn't really warm things up, but it was happy
it was
anyways.
gorgeous.
Slapped
Yeah.
on some sunglasses and I bundled up and I went out there. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what a difference. And so you don't
I did
always
that at, like,
need
I think we did it at about 9 p.m. I didn't even know you did it. And I'm like, I have got to get out. Like just instant.
instant rejuvenation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And just
the
staying.
fresh air and being just out in nature. And being out in nature doesn't necessarily mean you're having a hike through the woods. It
Right.
just could be that you're outside and that fresh air
So
just
good.
really does something. It was rejuvenating.
Yes.
And it really was 20 minutes for me. And it totally changed everything.
Mhm.
And it gave me so much inspiration that I had a gap in my schedule in the evening, and my husband had stuff going on, and I happened to have someone here for Nick. So I went to visit a friend,
Cool.
just brief, right? And I thought, oh, I don't really have time for this. And that's kind of the sign to myself, like, do
Mhm.
you have time for this?
Yeah.
And I think,
We
you
have to
know,
make time. You have to make time to do these little things and they don't have to be major. That's the biggest point. Is like you don't have to run a marathon, you don't have to make it a half an hour, you don't have
right.
to go shopping with her or have a half a day with her. It's like connection, seeing people is so
Like
important.
having a girls' night or a guys' night or a
Yeah.
whatever night
Yeah.
doesn't need to involve the whole evening. It doesn't need to involve some elaborate plan or some party or some event that's going on. It could just be going over to visit a friend for an hour
Yeah.
and just laughing and hanging out for a bit with no thought of the things that you have to do. Like you can forget about it for a minute and it's rejuvenating. And I feel like, at least for me, that whole like in person,
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody who's watching, but we're on Zooms, we text, we do all these things. Sometimes people don't even call
Mhm.
people anymore.
Mhm.
Like when you get the text to see when you can talk.
Yeah.
How about just call? How about
I
just
do have to
call
say,
me and see?
yep.
Like, if I'm not available, probably I'm not going to answer.
Yeah. I did
But
that this
we have
morning.
like 12 texts to schedule that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just visited a friend and it was really refreshing.
Good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
charges your battery. See people in person,
Yes.
hug somebody in person.
Yes. And if you're not wondering, like if you don't have that, create it.
Yes.
Create it, invite it, make it happen. Because if you just keep hitting a wall that, oh, poor me, I can't find friends, there's nothing to do, then flip and create it. And that's actually, if you're in the Redwood Falls, Minnesota area, that's what I did. Next Wednesday, we're going to be doing an in-person ladies' night, but we're not talking about the weather. We're
Because
just
the weather outside's frightful.
very, and it's going to be cold, but we're going to be talking about, I have a friend coming, she's a therapist, and we're going to be talking about like sensitivity and high sensitivity processing, just how to deal with being sensitive and being empathetic and just the whole thing. We're just going to talk real talk. So if you're in the area, I'll put the link somewhere.
I
But
wish I was in the area.
I know we're going to have some mocktails. It's here at my place, so it's just going to be fun. But I wanted to create a space for women to get together to talk, real talk, and not just going by each other at the mall going, yeah, we should get together sometime. How many
Oh
times
my
have you guys said
gosh.
that stuff? Like, oh yeah, we'll get together. We'll get together. We'll get together.
I'd be a millionaire if I had a dime for every time I said that.
I know.
We need to get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So
Especially when you see people at this time of year and you say that and you realize like you said it last time at this time of year and you've not
like,
done it yet.
I didn't mean that, but I just say it all the time. No, but do make an effort. You guys get out. If you're thinking of somebody, send them a voice message if you have to. Anything, just call them.
Yeah.
It's so important because they're probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah, not a text.
Yeah.
An actual voice call.
Yes. That's our challenge for you. So we'd love to hear from you. If you try any of these things that we talk about, we'd love to hear it in the comments. We'd love to hear what you do. And we just want to bring awareness to the little simple things that you can do.
There's so many little things.
Yeah.
And that's the big deal, is that the smallest changes can make the biggest impact. And like
this, I was going to say something about the light. Like this morning, I said,
oh yeah,
the journaling thing, getting your thoughts out, because then that sparked an idea for me for somebody to talk to. Like as I'm journaling, I write down 5 people I'm thankful for, and one of them popped up, and that's who I messaged. So it's
nice.
Journal every day like that. It's just interesting to see what comes out of your.
That journaling thing has come up so often for me, and my coach asked me about journaling. Like, do I journal? And I'm like, no, sort of sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, if you've ever considered doing that, it doesn't have to be, again, just like the walk. It doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be, journaling doesn't have to be sitting down and writing down your thoughts on 5 pages of paper, or no, it could be one thought that you had for the day. For a while, I had a great habit of, at the end of the day, writing down my moment of joy for the day.
That's awesome.
And that does a couple of things. It forces you to look for, and when I first started doing it, it was hard to do. Mm-hmm. Like I was searching through the day in my memory banks, like what was joyful to me. But after I started doing it, it was easy. And often I would come up with more than one. So journaling could be just a quick little thought, something that crossed your mind that you thought was important, and just write it down.
Yep, exactly.
Out of here.
Out of your mind, on your thoughts, especially like brain dumping. I love brain dumping. It's anything you're thinking about for the day. It's just so good to do. And you'll start better. You'll start noticing things to be joyful for, because you know that that night or that day you're going to write something. So your brain starts looking more for things to be grateful for,
yes.
or to help other people, or just it's a cool thing to do. So do it.
We're bringing it to you.
I'm holding a pen, and I wasn't looking down. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, this is really sticky. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oops.
Oopsie.
I'm sorry. Has there been a murder? And you're like,
what just happened?
Oh man.
Anyway, well, we hope you guys enjoy these. We loved connecting. I love connecting with you, friend Denise. It's just wonderful. So.
I hope this helped somebody get the funk out of their Friday. Yes. And you know what? As you're decorating the tree and buying Christmas gifts and baking cookies and doing all that kinds of stuff, take take a minute for yourself, take a minute to connect with a friend, or do something to recharge your own battery so that you can continue on joyfully
Yes.
doing these things and not being,
And
like a
rejuvenated.
loser.
Rejuvenated, more energy for everybody. You got this, you guys. You can do it.
Have a great week.
Every day. Have a good one, you guys. Thanks, Denise. Have a good weekend.
Bye, Kara.
Bye-bye.